Hello, 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 everybody. This is Dr. Shaniva Early, a craft doctor, with a HSN haul video and some quick samples of what it looks like. Um, I purchased some stamps from HSN from the little book that I showed you in another one of my videos. It is the Molly Harrison um, book. And I wasn't going to buy the dies, but then I said, buy the dies. And I wasn't going to buy the... I was just checking on my download because it's going to the wrong place. It's going to Nonprofit News and not Dr. Shaniva Early. Anyway, I'll fix it later. I'll figure out why it might be going to both places. I don't know. Okay, so this is Molly Harrison Arts, and I showed you my flip book where I had downloaded several of her designs, and I wasn't going to buy the stamps because I figured that it would be cuter or easier to put them in a book because and it was so much many more, and so these are her design books, if you remember, with some of her cute designs. But then, of course, HSN had their craft day, and it was all about the craft day. And I was excited. And I said, what I need to do is I need to um, buy the dies. She had she had 8, no, 2, 4, 6. She had 6, and then she came out with another 6. So that's 12. So she came out with 12 different designs, and this is one of the designs that she came out with, and they're all um, gorgeous, kind of what I consider mythical art, and they are pretty good size. Like this set is a 5.8 by 8.2. It's a good decent size stamp. It'll fit perfectly on a A2 size card. Most of them, and a few of them, I think they'll be more comfortable with a 5 by 5. And so I just really wanted to show you what they looking like. Okay, I got shadows. And so I'm coloring them because they're small detail when you'll see them, like these pictures that I'm using the Arteza fine liners on some of them. Okay, so let's get started on which ones I got. Okay, just gorgeous in the making. These stamps are fabulous. She is a very good artist. Very good artist. This is the one that I originally seen that I was like, I want those. And it was because of this one originally that I said I really wanted because the design was just beautiful. Okay. And then the pumpkins, I seen someone color this pumpkin and it was fabulous. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you want that. I must say I'm not into mermaids. So this one is not really one that would really float my boat, as it were. But I made sure I got it anyway so that I could have it. But it's not something that I really care about. Not really. I like this one. It's just like an angel wings. It's called Lily of Love. And it's really a cute set. Even though I'm not really good at hair. But I will become good at hair. And see how small it is. So these tiny tipped, very tiny tipped, see that will handle it. Really tiny tips, 0.4 millimeters, I think it is. 0.4, yeah. Okay, and then we have this one where the little girl is on the flower. Then we have another angel sitting on a toadstool. We have a front-facing little girl in a garden. This one is really pretty. I seen the the picture of with Sarah Davies. She did this one with her markers, and it was beautiful, beautiful. Okay, another front facing with on a different kind of toadstool, and those butterflies stamp out really, really well. And then this one here, which is the last one, the lady on a tree. But you can see the mythical designs, beautiful. And so I took a few and I stamped them out to see how it would really look when I stamped them out. I did have a problem with my mini Misty, the smallest one, because not that the Misty could not do it, it was because it's so small and it's the same size almost. When you're putting the stamp in there, I got tape on the back of it. When you're putting it in there, it's the same size as the Misty, and so it was really difficult. So I ended up using my Tim Holtz one for it instead. And I found this was the first one I did, and that's when I found out how much room I did not have in that mini Misty. Okay, the little girl in the tree, they stamp out beautiful, and once I get into stamping it, coloring it, it's going to be really fabulous to go into those little bitty spaces and be able to actually go into the spaces and color them on. See that? Okay, that little green. Look how beautiful that is. I decided to go and do 6x6 or 6 something like that, so I could be able to lay it in my Tim Holtz platform and really get a good impression on it. The one thing that I don't like, I like Tim Holtz, but Tim Holtz stuff is square, so that longness of it. Even though I have the bigger Tim Holtz one, but I really prefer a flatter way to do an impression. Look how beautiful this is. They stamped out really good, and I was using, excuse my reach, I was using the Memento, and I kept having to go over and over and over. It was driving me crazy, so I decided to use VersaFine. It does what it says, what it does, and it does what it says. And then don't forget, this little handle is Blue Knight rubber stamp handle. It's just a block of wood, and it's magnetized with this skinny plate. But they came up with something good, because when you stamp, you just take it off and you got a handle now to stamp. Good idea. Always getting ink on me. This beauty is just a beauty to me. I just really love this, and I can't wait to actually color it. I'm going to have to take my time and figure out the color schemes and stuff and really color this nice. The little girl on the toadstool. This is the scene here. I just added this as an extra, and when I'm ready, all I have to do, because this one kind of looks like it's floating on by itself, we're just gonna do something like this and make it look like it's a part of this design, and it's connected. This is a blue ink, so I'm not gonna really keep doing that, but I have a Copic pen that will work for that. And this is the lady. This is the image here. And I did the same thing. I added, these are the extras in the stamp set. And I'll do the same thing. And I will, get my Copic, and I will connect the dots to make this look a little bit more like it goes along with it. And I will take, the one way you can do this to really help it out is you take some brown, which is not what I really have over here, but you take some brown and you create your own scenery of dots, and you then start making like rocks, and so that gives it much more dimension. Let me see if I can zoom. That might be right in your face, but you just take these, and you make it extend. And so now I just extended out that design to include this flower that I was really trying to see if I could add into my design and if it was going to look right. And it do. And that's just the little simple things you can do to make your design look better. Okay, and is this the last one? Yes, this is the last one. And we all worry about our mistakes and stuff, but don't worry about the mistakes that you make, because this is all learning. This is all practice. This is all us figuring out how to do it. And I say that to show you the proof that I have made mistakes. Stamping it blurry, turned it over. All ink marks, turned it over. Double stamping because I was trying to do it in my Tim Holtz thing and on the wrong plate size. Turned it over. Couldn't get it. I couldn't get it to work. These are polymer stamps and they should work on the first go around, but they're not seasoned or anything. And I didn't use what you call that, Versafine, Versamark. I didn't use Versamark, and so I was I must have did it only. I must have messed up only these big sizes. Okay, and then so I actually have started one of them. My little clipboard I used to color with. I started with these these fine liner pens, and I have already started to color this. I just kind of sit in front of when I'm listening to the news, or when my husband has a show on Netflix or something and he wants the movie night, but I don't like it. I'll get my little clipboard. Don't forget to always put a piece of paper behind it. And like this one, I made a mistake on the coloring, but I stamped it and used the other side, because once you put it down, no one's gonna see the bottom. And then I'm keeping track of my colors. So if I wanted to recreate this, or somebody said, "Oh my goodness, what colors are those?" I can kind of go to it and say, "These are the colors that I use." So make sure you keep the colors that you're using. Not necessarily on the back of this, but I have a tendency to duplicate copies of my stuff. There is an angel policy. You must always give credit that these are her stamps. I seen the angel policy on Etsy when I bought them. And I think a Crafters Companion has a limit also of 50 a year, 75 a year. I'm not really sure. But make sure that you give credit where credit is due. These are some gorgeous stamps. So if you create these and you make, 5 of them, and you want to sell them, make sure you say these are Molly Harrison designs, not try to take credit for yourself. And so this is how I sit and I color right on my little clipboard with my little. I have a bucket of these that I have these in a container, and I make sure that I'm getting the best of my designs. And so I just wanted to come and show you my latest haul. I'm waiting for my marquise to come from HSN Diamond Press, the new stamp platform, to cut out dies with. I'm waiting for a bunch of dies to go with it, and containers and cases and stuff for the order that I placed. I did do another order for Blue Night. I ordered 9 more scene stamps, and so I will start using those. And I'll make sure that I put up some more videos so you can be able to see what I have going on. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.